Midland is anywhere in the midst of the country. And these are the states mentioned: Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota, Ohio, and Wisconsin. These areas will all receive water disasters to varying degrees of severity, including, but not limited to, severe flooding. This is the steady flooding that I've always described that will start off with rain, just like it did with Texas. I said it will rain and rain and rain and rain and rain, and that rain will just either pile up really fast, resulting in a flash flood, or it will pile up to the point that it goes right into the soil, bringing up the water table. And then Yah said, you will see this water coming up through your floor, through the linoleum, coming up, ruining all your appliances, coming right up to the microwave that's stuck on the wall. Microwaves are actually stuck into the wall at quite high levels. They're usually about head height because they're like an up appliance over the stove hob. But it'll come up, it'll ruin everything, and that is what is going to happen. Flooding, flash flooding, hurricanes, tornadoes of increasing intensity and frequency. There will be damage to property, and many milestones will be broken over the coming years of weather punishment by the Lord. I just mentioned it, I think a few days ago, where God was talking about the judgments and the floods and everything like that will really increase the misery of the contestants. And I explained that the reason he's calling it contestants is because America loves milestones. Oh, this is the most snow we've ever had on record. Oh, this is the hottest summer since 1971. Look, we compared the numbers, right, Janice? And then Janice is sitting in like 65-degree news anchor AC going, yes, it is the hottest summer. And then it's other people, real people outside, like construction workers and things like that, who are actually feeling the hottest summer. So God says we love milestones here, and therefore the weather punishments that he's going to send to America and the states mentioned: Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, North and South Dakota, Wisconsin, Ohio, and Texas and Florida. They're going to experience increasing intensity of disasters. The next part is this: New York City, more flooding than has ever been experienced is coming to you. A great flood is prophesied to you. This is the word of God, that you will see your parking meters under the water in due season, and also that trains and all forms of transport that run along the ground, including planes, will be grounded in the wake of the floods that are prophesied to come to you. It will be more than one flood. Multiple times this state will flood, that great debauched doer of iniquity in my sight. And so I've shared here, many people keep asking, well, why are you sitting there? Well, why do you think in the Bible, when you're prophesying against Jerusalem, do you do it from Paris? No, you don't. And so God has brought multiple prophecies against New York City, that New York City will be one of the cities of America that will be nuked many times with what he called arrows, which is just either nuclear things or missile things or both. Okay, that is an old prophecy. And also prophecy of flood have been brought here. And I shared that I saw that New York City will get flooded out. And one of the kinds of floods that I saw is that you couldn't even go down into the train station anymore, because all that was inundated and the water above ground was coming up to the heights of the parking meters. And parking meters are not short depending on your height. They could come up to your shoulder. For a child, they're definitely taller than a child. So when God is talking about water that will come up to the heights of the parking meter, whether it's the full height of the parking meter head or even just the stalk, that is water that is at a minimum hip and waist deep. That kind of thing, I do not have any knowledge that has ever happened in New York City. I stand to be corrected, but that kind of water coming up to the waist, where New Yorkers are walking in waist deep water, no, I don't have knowledge of that. And God says that anything that runs along the ground. And he was careful to specify even planes. No plane gets off the ground until it has a runoff. When the Texas flood fulfilled, and also in Florida, all planes were grounded, not only just because of the rain up top, but because you really can't get a steady takeoff with that much water on the ground. And so airports were completely closed. And he says the same thing will happen here. And you know that JFK Airport is here, LaGuardia is here, and JFK is one of the biggest airports, used to be one of the busiest. It's definitely falling off now. You can go on social media and see that a lot of people, fulfilling another prophecy, are not interested in coming to America. Hospitality in America is almost non-existent, and so is the hospitality industry, as people are choosing to spend their